Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Exile's End. Do not adjust your television set or whatever the bloody hell you're watching this on. The image does appear that blurry. Well, I mean, it might be a bit worse being blown up on the YouTube and all that, but it still doesn't look very good. It does tend to look a bit blurry most of the time, even with the TV setting turned off, so just, if it looks a little bit weird to you, don't be surprised. That's how it's made. So, there's not that much to look around in before we actually go hop into the game. There's leaderboards, which are mainly just completion times for all the different modes. And, of course, a survival mode leaderboard. I am number 2 on this leaderboard right now because I'm the only person who bothered to play this for about as long as I did. And the other guy probably only got like one stage further in than I did, judging by that score, so yeah. And you can load and save from the cloud, but I don't see the point. You can literally finish this game in like 3 hours, at least according to the trophy list. There's a survival mode which is meant to bring out the intricacies of the combat, and to that statement I offer the following rebuttal. Ha ha ha. Allow me to demonstrate why. So, we're going to continue. There's no save slots. It's just one save game. And we'll just hop right in. So here we are in the slowly loading world of Exile's End. We are Mr... Fuck, I don't even know his name. There's a weird story about this. So when you're... I accidentally pressed the X button while this cutscene was on because I thought it might have made the text go by faster. Because the game's got a bunch of options, and funnily enough, the game has saving in every room. So, yeah, there's text speed here, but if you turn this all the way up, it makes the cutscenes fast forward. It reminds me a lot of the old AGS adventure games, where the text speed will display like above their heads and stuff like that to represent speech. And it goes by so fast you have no time to read it. Like, I'm a pretty fast reader, and I didn't even have time to read it, so I'm just amazed. And of course, you've got all these other things, and you do have an old TV effect that you can turn on, but it's just lines, scan lines. So, yeah, I'm not going to turn them on for the purpose of this video because it'll just bugger up YouTube's processing. But yeah, as I was saying before, I pressed the X button in order to skip the cutscene, right? And I didn't do this on purpose. I did it completely by accident. And the problem with this is that I have no idea what the hell is going on in the story. Now, you might wonder, well, why do I have no idea what's going on in the story? Aren't there more cutscenes? There are cutscenes. They're like, what's the word I'm looking for? Did you ever play Ninja Gaiden on the NES? They're a lot like that. They've got this single screen that gets animated a little bit, just like in a band in the top third, and then just there's text under it, basically. So I had gone through the game, and there are these points in the game where you like talk to your ship's computer just in the regular game, and it shows text above your head. It's like a mini cutscene that doesn't actually cut to an actual cutscene. It's weird. So I pressed the X button to speed up through those, because you speed up through those with the X button for some reason. Then I got to another cutscene, and the text started very slowly coming in on the screen, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can press X to speed this up, because that's exactly how it works with the other cutscenes. Didn't work. It just skipped the cutscene. And the worst part is, I did it twice. Oh, shit. Man, I'm having a shocking day, I tell ya. But anyway. So, this is Exile's End. It's a very simple puzzle platformer. And I call it a puzzle platformer because calling it what it wants to call itself is not doing justice to what it wants to call itself. So, there's a game type of game called Cinematic Platformer, and if you've played Another World, for example, you know exactly what this is. It's a sort of thing where everything is like rotoscoped, so that it makes everything move in a really realistic way. And by a really realistic way, I mean realistic for... Are you joking? Alright, I guess I have to go back and look in the other direction. I could not be bothered to play this anymore, I just couldn't, but anyway. Yeah, you might know what I'm talking about now. You may also know what I'm talking about if I... Fuck. You might also know what I'm talking about if I mention Abe's Odyssey. That was a cinematic platformer and a very good one. Where the animations would actually influence like your movement and the gameplay style and give the game its own unique sense of charm. This game's description after I redeemed the review code, because when you redeem review codes, you get to see the description of the game, even if it's not visible on the store yet, so I got to see that. And it says it claims to be a sort of loving tribute to cinematic platformers. It is not. It does not have any sort of, like, movement systems that even remind me of a cinematic platformer, not even close. This is just a basic platformer, more or less. Like, you even take fall damage at the very beginning, and it's like, Jesus, really? Especially with how much you can do yourself fall damage just by jumping off a slight slope. Yes, that is a thing you can do. It's insane. Thankfully, it gets taken away from you very quickly, the ability to take fall damage, but it's still just like 10 different kinds of ridiculous. But yeah, there's no, like, sort of special movement system. I actually have to come back down here if I'm remembering this correctly. I probably don't, but, you know, frankly, this game isn't very good at telling you what direction to go in anyway, so it's not like it matters. But yeah, there's no sort of, like, specialized movement. The enemies aren't particularly well crafted. It doesn't have any sort of unique sense of style about it. It's just, it doesn't really evoke the feeling of a cinematic platformer. I mean, even Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, New and Tasty at least got this somewhat right, despite its many other failings. But yeah, this game just doesn't seem to know what to want to do with itself. I hate these things. I know, I'm laying them right into me on purpose, by the way. Ow, I hate the spiky ceilings. What's the point of them? They're just there to piss me off. But continuing, there's no real sense of style. There's, oh great, I don't even fucking know where I'm supposed to go now. Well, shit. I'll just head down to this other place and just hope I'm in the right place. I don't get it. Like, why let me use the wrench to undo that spot only to just, like, face me with another door? Unless that door can be destroyed by grenades, but I don't think it can. I'm not sure. But yeah, cinematic platformer, a bit of a bust. It's not even close. What this game is somewhat more comparable to is a Metroidvania. So if I hit select, you can see the map, which is very Metroid-esque. You've got upgrades on the left and right sides. You've got things like fall damage reduction, and you can get grenades, and you double jump, and you get like upgrades to your armor and your energy, and you get like different weapons. But frankly, all the combat in this game is shit. Like, I've got no other word for it. It's just shit. Like, you're literally just standing there firing away at whatever's coming at you. Like, these purple things here, their first hit will never hit you, because they will always try and hit the space in front of you first. It's not a challenge. There is a challenge in the form of the survival mode, but with the combat it being as shit as it is, no real point. There we go. You do get a prototype laser pistol, and by the way, you have this energy meter underneath your guy for the entire game. What is this room even here for? I don't even... Zip. I hate this. You have this energy meter under your health bar for the entire game. I don't have a save timer, so I have no freaking clue how long I've been playing this game for, except for too long. But yeah, I feel like I've been playing for at least 2 hours at this point, probably more. I mean, I said at the beginning that the game can be finished in under 3 hours, but that's a speedrun time, so, you know, whatever. And I only just got a hold of this fucking spikes in the roof, sons of bitches. Apparently I gained access to the buried temple at some point. How did I get there? Okay, but yeah, you can see the maps that I've been to previously. There are some secrets. I'll just get back on the Metroidvania thing. There are some secret rooms you can find that have like upgrades and stuff in them, but I've only managed to find one so far. They're pretty obvious where they are. It's just hard to actually get them to explode. I assume you need the grenade launcher, which the trophy list also hints at. And yeah, the Metroidvania is a little bit more of a apt comparison for this sort of thing. As you can see, all the weapons work exactly the same except for the grenades. And the grenades aren't exactly fantastic either. The way ammo and health works in this game is that you are limited on your ammunition for everything except your handgun, and your health does not do anything like regenerate. So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, this is the Buried Temple, of course it is. So the idea is that your health does not regenerate, so you have to kill enemies to actually get your health back. The problem being that every time you enter or exit a room, your health is saved as part of your continue point. So if you die in a room that you've just entered with an absolutely tiny sliver of health, you'll automatically get put back at the beginning of that room with no health. Have fun playing through the same room 15 fucking times, just trying to get enough enemies dead without getting shot once yourself in order to actually get some health back. There are some disposable first aid kits they put around, but they're way too few and far between. Permanent healing stations would be a much better solution to this problem. And there's... it's just shit. And again, the enemies do drop health. But this was back, like, this little situation I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to go back there. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to go back there and see if I can figure something out with what I've got on hand. But that situation I was talking about happened at a point where enemies can come off screen, shoot you, and you'll be dead within half a second. It is entirely possible to get out of the way of their bullets, but it's still incredibly difficult. And entirely frustrating. At least games like, what was it, Flashback? Had this neat little combat thing where if you, I feel like I'm missing something here. I really am, aren't I? Just, you know, that doesn't work. That doesn't work either. Jesus Christ. I legitimately have no idea where to go now. That was the last thing where I knew where to go. And now I was lost again. Game Run doesn't really tell you much. I mean, you're given an item like the Magneto Beam, and they're told that it attracts metal. Like, you know, you're told that it's a fucking magnet. But you don't... It took me a really long time to figure out that you had to use it to pull a lever. Pretty stupid of me, I know, but at the same time, it wasn't that obvious. But... yeah, it's just... my first couple of hours with Exile's ended up nothing but frustration and disappointment. Because... like, there is nothing here that's worth recommending, honestly. It is the most bare-bones Metroidvania in existence. Shit. It is the most bare-bones Metroidvania game I've played in a long time. We've got way better in the way of Metroidvanias. We've got freaking Axiom Verge, and that game beats this one on pretty much every single level. Look, the game doesn't even look that nice. Like, I can put on the... no, I probably shouldn't. It's just scan lines. But even then, it just... Axiom Verge just looks way nicer than this game does. I legitimately have no idea where to go from here. There is a thing up in the top left there, yes, but... oh, don't tell me. Oh, shit. Yeah, so this is where you get to see what happens when you game over. God damn it. I should have seen that coming. I can see that I have explosive charges now, and that's probably how I need to get through this thing, so let's head on back. Not entirely obvious. I mean, the only reason I figured this out is because that wall kind of looks like a stone wall, and a stone wall is probably susceptible to an explosive charge, but at the same time, why can't I just blow it up with a goddamn grenade? I have no idea. There have been walls, there was a crumpled, well, you know, just the typical sort of wall with cracks in it that was in the base level, which was the second level. And it's like, you could blow that up with a grenade. Why not blow up a freaking stone wall? You would think that would be some kind of solution, wouldn't you? Alright, let's give this a shot. Nope, that did stuff all. No detonator. They actively say there's no detonator. I should have known that wouldn't work. Yeah, this is basically this game. It's literally just go from point A to point B, find an item you need to unlock point C. And it doesn't do anything even remotely interesting in the interim. Not even close. Oh, I'm so bored. I wanted this game to be good. I was hoping for a good, like, Metroidvania style game, but no, apparently they wanted to do a cinematic platformer without even remembering what a cinematic platformer actually is. I've been fighting back a sneeze for 15 minutes. Great. So I legitimately have no fucking idea where to go now. I've mapped out this entire goddamn area that I can get to. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing for me to go to at this point. So, let's just head on back and we will play the survival mode. This is incredible. Like, I honestly don't believe that they thought that combat this simple needed a freaking survival mode. But yeah, this is basically it. You'll be able to see some of the other enemies in the game too. Including ones I haven't seen at this point in the story yet, so who knows. As you can see, I'm earning energy for a weapon I don't even have yet. I don't see the point. But yeah, the idea of the survival levels is that you have to go around to them, and you have to kill every enemy in the place. And then get to the exit, and you have a time limit. Not exactly the exact meaning of survival, guys. Come on. You do have access to the map as well, so you can see where you need to go, or where you've missed, but still, it's not great. I don't even know what this guy's doing here behind this one push wall and this one button. I legitimately don't know. There's the gunner guy, by the way. That's how fast he can fire his bullet. Because I could have sworn Flashback was a lot easier than that, and Flashback was hard even for its time, so yeah. Can you tell I don't like this one? There's no point to it. It's very simple gameplay. Very, very simple. Like, boringly simple. It's just point A, point B, point C. There's 0 point to anything. There's a bunch of weird design decisions, like the goddamn health system just makes no sense. The saving system in combination with makes no sense. The fact that you don't have anything to use your goddamn energy on is just a nightmare, because you're just wondering what the bloody hell am I supposed to use this for? And it's not very interesting graphically, it's not very interesting sound-wise, it's just not even close to interesting. I hope I can get this video uploaded by the time this game is out, because I would honestly recommend not to buy this one, not even close. There's nothing here that isn't done better in any other game that you can buy on the Vita at this point. It just seems like a complete waste of your time. And by the way, these survival levels like aren't procedurally generated or anything. Same thing every time, so you know, have fun with that. At least with Bard's Gold, and yes, this is an obscure reference to make, because the fact that I'm referencing Bard's Gold in a video should be telling you that there's something wrong here. But yeah, even Bard's Gold put its levels in a slightly randomized order in order to actually, like, yeah, this level has a key, the other levels, well, some levels don't. I know the second level doesn't, third level might. I didn't even bother finishing it. It's just... it's shit. Like, I've literally got nothing else to say. It's shit. There is nothing good to be done here. There's nothing good to be gained here. There are no good lessons. There isn't anything that's been done right. Maybe the scan line filter. I look at this game and I see nothing but negatives, which is amazing, because this is me we're talking about. Even in games that I outright hate, I'm capable of finding some kind of positive thing about them. I legitimately don't know how you're supposed to actually do this part here. I honestly don't know. I mean, I assume you're just supposed to do this, but... right, I could probably, just safely hop on here now, duck. It's funny how they offer you the opportunity to get a health kit for the next level when you fully get your health, like, regened anyway at the beginning of pretty much every level, so I don't really see the point. I mean, this is literally all there is to the combat. This is it. Literally. Like, there is nothing else to this, and the actual game just doesn't have that much more to work with either. Really no point in even worrying about taking damage. I'll just end up taking all of it anyway, so it's not like there's any point. I mean, like, you do get a combo meter, as you can see in the top right there. They'll contribute to your points and stuff like that, but I cannot be bothered. Like, look at this. Look at how you start out in this situation. Feels like unless you knew exactly what you were going to be getting into, that this level is, like, not so much impossible, but you're going to be taking a beating one way or another. At least the Vita port isn't shit, but yeah, there's a positive for you. It's not shit in the port department. If that's the best thing I can say about a game, that's not a good sign. Yeah, I'm gonna die, and I don't care. I was hoping to save up for one of those laser pistols, but looks like that's not gonna happen. See, look, when they're off screen, they don't exist. That's something nobody liked about these games. Alright, laser pistol time. Oh, should I pick a different... I'll pick a different pistol. It's not like it matters. And yes, you do get a grenade launcher, but you've seen grenades, so I do not see the point. Oh, it's a shotgun pistol. Not like it matters in the slightest. Let it end. Let it stop. I can't do it anymore. This game is not good. Not even a little. There's 0 point to it, and I would not recommend you spend the money. It'll be $10. Actually, you'll see this video by the time it's out, so you'll be able to go and check that for yourself. And just no. I usually like what XC puts out. They've usually got a really good taste for games, but no. Whoever picked this one, who picked a stinker. An absolute stinker. And it kind of makes me a little bit nervous for the new Shantae game, because if they fucked up this one, if they fucked up this pick, then I have no idea what that game's going to be like. So this has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.